Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Tom Bernowski. I'm a co-founder and I'm the sales guy for History Spots Incorporated. The app we're going to talk about today is called The Story of Where. And The Story of Where can be found on the Apple iTunes Store. A little bit about the company. It was founded in 2012. We've got a successful series, a round of funding that's been completed. We're actually looking for about $50,000 more to close out the current round of funding that we have. We have a mobile app and we have a heritage media platform. We'll talk about that in a second. What you can see there is a little bit of a glimpse of what the mobile app looks like. Let me move through these slides. The opportunity that we're trying to address with our company is the ubiquitous mobile devices that are everywhere and connecting people to place. The Story of Where was created through a car ride, a family car ride and vacation. And I know if anybody's been traveling in the summertime, even in the wintertime, everyone in the car is connected to their mobile devices doing whatever they happen to be doing. Well, the Story of Where really addresses what are the significant historical places around. Let's do something meaningful with our time while we're on vacation, while we're using our mobile app. We're really focused on three main areas: tourism, education, and preservation. Our tagline is holding history in the palm of your hand, and that's what we want everybody to do. The content for the mobile app comes from some different areas right here. What you see on the left-hand side: National Register of Historic Places, National Historical Landmarks, National Natural Landmarks. We have more than 100,000 landmarks throughout the country, and this is where the information comes from. You can think of the content in our app in different layers, in different forms. On the right-hand side, you see maybe some more creative and maybe some more custom content applications. We have all the National Football League stadiums, Major League Baseball stadiums. The area of layers is really an unlimited content pool for us. We have State of Michigan, State of Colorado, individual state historic markers. When you open up the app, the first thing you see is where you happen to be. It's hard to see here, but it's shaded. This is where I was earlier today. All of those pinpoints on the map show you historical markers. I wanted to drill into the City Opera House and show you what that content looks like. You can see when you drill into a particular area, you're able to pick a pinpoint and open it up. And when you open it up, there's a few different layers of content that come together: a description and a history. This content is actually coming from the primary source document that got the City Opera House listed. So we've acquired all of the primary source documents, all of the nomination forms for more than 100,000 spots in the United States. And with the states that we work directly, we have more content than that. Some of the interesting screens: this is an area here for I've been here, I want to go here. You can rate and review the particular site. We have a heritage partnership available, which is an advertising model that we built in to help drive revenue. And on the right-hand side are areas that you can reach out. You can publish the Story of Where onto social media, search Wikipedia, all with regard to the City Opera House. So you can keep that continuity going. On the tourism side of our partnerships, we are connected to the Michigan Historical Center. Down at the bottom here, if you visit this website, the Story of Where application is available. So we're pushing users and we're connecting people through tourism right now with our state partner, the Michigan Historical Commission. We're rolling out brochures and information sessions to 22 museums throughout the state. Alpena Thunder Bay is where we've just begun to promote the site. Secondary education is another huge market for us, and this is an institutional model, not necessarily a consumer-driven model. So you want to do a search on a president, Gerald R. Ford, presidential home. The Ford, the description is over there. There's assistive technology in here. You can read it. The computer will read it to you. Secondary education, we have Casey Middle School, user-generated content where we're uploading. Curriculum alignment, we're looking for 2015 classroom pilots. And preservation, we want to be the heritage media platform that's in the cloud. A lot of the state preservation offices don't have data in a form that's available for the public, and we really see a niche there that we can fulfill. And the consumer price, $3.99 at the App Store, and we work custom on an institutional basis with schools and learning institutions, school districts, state libraries, and that's it. So
Does anyone have any questions? And raise your hand if you have questions, so Randy can spot you. Go ahead.
When was your app released and how many customers each month have you got since that release?
Well, so the app was released in October of 2013, and we range on a monthly basis, depending on promotional efforts that go out there, between say 100 and 250 app downloads, individual app downloads. So we've got a real focus in Michigan and in Colorado, which is where we have most content right now. But we're looking at Florida, New Mexico, and building out states with very granular historic sites.
So the current funding, this additional $50,000 is based on what kind of valuation, and compare that to the previous round?
Yeah, well, so it closes out at a $1.2 million valuation, Enrico. So, and this is the only round that we've had as far as funding goes.
And how much funding has come in thus far?
340.
Have you had anyone question or bring up Google's exploratory field trip?
Yeah, Google has so the competition question, Google has Field Trip. They're not promoting it though in the sectors that we're promoting it, in preservation and tourism, and in education. We don't run across it. So their level of detail isn't based on the nomination forms that we're using. So we think we're more detailed, and we think we're more focused on 3 real target areas that are accessible to us.
I think they were demonstrating in a school setting using Field Trip with the students, and they used Google's Cardboard, where you slide your phone in to a piece of cardboard like a VR.
Sure.
And if you click on a place, you could be anywhere, and then virtually tour that area. That's what the
Sure.
Field Trip aspect comes in the student setting. And they're driving around with these cars with cameras all over them and stuff, and capturing some pretty realistic footage. So I was just curious, and especially speaking to the museums and these historical areas, where if they've already created partnerships with them, or.
Well, again, we haven't run across that. We know Google's out there. We know there are certain states that are out there that may work with them, but we're also having conversations at the state level for our content as well. So.
What has been your customer acquisition strategy, and what parts of it has been most successful so far?
So where I'm focused is the institutional level, to try and bring school districts, school classrooms. So we've been successful at the classroom stage. We haven't been successful at the institutional level yet. Say like a large school district, Traverse City, that type of thing. We've been successful on the statewide side with the Michigan Historical Commission. So we're encouraged by it. There's no question about that, and we're plugging away. Some of the challenges that we run into certainly are funding levels for different public institutions and that type of thing. But we're encouraged by a lot of RFPs that are out there. Down in Detroit, the M1 rail corridor has got an RFP out for a mobile solution based on historic areas, so we're very encouraged by that.
How are you building content into your site?
Well, there's a number of different ways. A lot of this is publicly available content, so we're working with the state historic preservation offices to give us that information. In Michigan in particular, they're giving us marker information, and so we're building a database of all markers within Michigan, even the most current ones. So we're working right now on kind of the two-way and getting that information into the system.
Are you familiar with Oro Content Company?
No.
Content Oro, I'm sorry.
Okay.
They're converting published books, content into website.
Okay. Very good. Sure.
It's on an hour.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions? All right, well, thanks, Tom.
All right, thank you.